Hello, hello. Welcome to the King Joe Show. We thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Today, we'll talk about Caitlin Clark as Team USA continues its strong performance at the Paris Olympics. Caitlin Clark has found herself in the spotlight once again, despite not even being a part of the event. We'll talk about what's going on. Come on, right here on the King Joe Show. Let's go.
Took some overtime to get the time right. Had to lose a little mind to get my mind right. Finally realized, but in hindsight, you wanted the limelight. Me priority never once. You kept close but never really wasn't. I accept your lack of focus. Agree with all your choices. Needed you to need me. Needed you to see. Until I found the right direction, I think my reflection would agree. Had to find the me in me.
The Short Sport by King David Jordan.
Hello, 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 hello. How's everyone doing? Oh, it's a happy Monday. I know a lot of people having a bad Monday because of what happened in the stock market. But listen, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Don't jump off the bridge yet. It's going to be okay. It's going to be all right. But listen, I thank you for taking time to be with me today. Real quick, we got a quick show for you today. A very nice show today. Caitlin Clark fans at the Team USA women's game. I don't know if you guys saw this, but it is going down. It is going down. If you guys have not seen it, Team USA played again yesterday. And fans of the 22-year-old basketball star have made it clear to the United States Women's Basketball Selection Committee that they believe that Clark's exclusion was a big mistake. It was a horrible mistake. And when you look at the game, one of the notable moments occurred during Team USA's last pool stage games against Germany at the Stade Pierre-Mauroy Stadium in Lille, when a young fan was seen, and it wasn't just a young fan, it was a group of young fans, were seen wearing Caitlin Clark's 22-hour jersey, drawing significant attention from social media. That's right, we saw the young fans. We saw them over there. We saw the young fans over there. And they were getting it in. They were there. You see the 22 jerseys, make us US dream, make US dream, man, Paris 2024. The Caitlin Clark jersey, and without a doubt, without even thinking about it, we've always said Caitlin Clark is the face of the league, and now it's not even a doubt. It's not even. We can say who's the best player. We can bring up Aja Wilson. We can bring up Angel Reese. We can bring up all these other players. Stewie. We can bring up Taurasi. We can bring up all these great players. But when it comes down to it, legitimately, without a doubt, the most popular player in the WNBA in women's basketball is without a doubt Caitlin Clark. And it's not even close. It's not even close. It's not even close. And fans have been really unsatisfied. What's up, VVS? How you doing, sir? Fans says unsatisfied because women's ego and jealousy. And a lot of fans have been saying from the beginning that that's the only reason that Caitlin Clark didn't make the USA basketball team. Carson Myers have been vocal about their disappointment since the announcement of the Team USA in July. And many of us took to the internet and we asked why Caitlin wasn't on the USA Olympic basketball team. And what we got a lot of times was she was not the best player on the team. She wasn't one of the best 12. They were only sending the best 12 players. Now, mind you, that the starting guards for Team USA have a total of 4 points, going 2 for 12, 0 for 7 in three-pointers. 2 for 12, 0 for 7 three-pointers. And let's be honest, Germany was beating USA after the first quarter yesterday. Even during Thursday's game against Japan, a fan held a sign mocking the decision made by the USA basketball officials, saying, "You need Caitlin Clark to beat us. You need Caitlin Clark." The most popular woman in women's basketball, bar none, is Caitlin Clark. What's up, Sean? Sean said, my man. Sean Perry said, my man. CC for president. No doubt a doubt. CC will run. She'll get my vote. She'll get my vote. And, fans voiced their frustration with Diana Taurasi struggled to score in the first quarter. People went to the internet, and they were saying many argued Clark deserved the spot on the roster over Taurasi, citing Clark's impressive statistics. Y'all know Caitlin Clark is averaging 17 points, 5.8, 6 rebounds, 8 assists, compared to Taurasi's 16 points, 4.8 rebounds, or 5 rebounds. And we really believe that the Clark's playmaking abilities could have been valuable right now. And we talked about how, the exclusion of Caitlin Clark was going to be problematic during the Olympics. It was going to be, and let's talk about it. When they talked about excluding Caitlin Clark, they said that, hey, we didn't want her to come because she's going to be a distraction. But excluding Caitlin Clark has really, really, really caused a huge distraction. Probably more of a distraction than if she would have actually been selected and was able to come and participate in the Paris 2024 Olympics. That's what we have to look at. Now, let's not get it twisted. Despite Caitlin Clark's exclusion, Team USA has continued to dominate in the group stage. And Cheryl Reeves, the coach, has, they just secured a comfortable win over Germany, who also won their first 2 games. And, it also solidifies the fact that the United States team is the favorite to win gold. But that's not really the conversation. That's not really why everybody now is starting to see the protests, or starting to see the things that are happening with fans and online, fans on social media, and now fans showing up to the game to say, okay, we really would like to see Caitlin. And when you see young fans coming to the game and being excited and not being able to see their start, because you got to remember, the WNBA is not a global game yet. It's not a global game. And this would be a lot of fans' only opportunity possibly in their lifetime to see Caitlin Clark. This could be their only opportunity to actually have an opportunity to see the face of the WNBA. The face. The face of the WNBA. And this is the problem. And not only you see multiple girls with the Caitlin Clark jersey. I think there's even a guy with a Caitlin Clark jersey over there too. The guy with the Caitlin Clark jersey. You see the fans are there, and they want to see the very best that the United States has to offer. And this is one of the things that we were seeing when we saw the omission of Caitlin Clark from the Olympic roster. This is why it sparks us a division amongst basketball fans and analysts alike. You had people like Stephen A. Smith calling the decision stupid. Stephen A. Smith argued that the inclusion would not only boost the team's performance, but also create popularity. You have people like King Joe, King David Jordan, that pointed out that Caitlin Clark would be a major draw, and she would be on the same level as LeBron James and Stephen Curry in popularity if she showed. She possibly would have been more popular than LeBron. If we keep it a buck. If Caitlin Clark makes it to Paris, she is the darling of the 2024 Paris Olympics. And that's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. And this is the issue that a lot of people have said, and a lot of people have pointed out, the issue that, hey, you guys sold us a bill of goods and said that you guys put the best players on the roster. And now we're looking and we're saying, hey, how is that possible when your guards, especially your point guard, Chelsea Gray, who has super really been struggling. And because of her injury, coming back from an injury, They want to say the point guard and everything. They've had to bench Chelsea Gray. She has not played much. And the truth of the matter is, Chelsea Gray is not 100%. She can't move. She can run up and down the court, but with the injury she had, she can't move laterally. And when you're playing defense, you got to be able to move left and right. And it's hard for her to do it right now. And we were saying at the beginning, before they even selected the U.S. Olympic team, and they were talking about Chelsea Gray making the team, it was like she's hurt. She hadn't played. And Caitlin Clark, without a doubt, is the big absentee from the Paris Olympics 2024. And we don't have to argue. It was a bad selection. Fans are upset. We are upset. The fans in Paris across the world that wanted to see the face of women's basketball. Because we like to say she's not the face of WNBA. You're right. She's not just the face of WNBA. She's the face of women's basketball. She's the most exciting thing that happened in women's basketball probably since 92. And while Team USA is steadily marching towards winning the gold medal in women's basketball at the Paris 2024 Olympic Games, the great progress they've shown, some of the players have not performed to the level that we were told they were going to. And it's really reviving the debate over Caitlin Clark's absence. When you look at how ineffective Diana Taurasi is, what's she, 42, 43, 42 years old. How ineffective Chelsea Gray is coming off injury. How ineffective these players are right now. It really, really shows the agenda and the lack of awareness and really, really, really the lack of credibility the USA Olympic Committee had when they chose and select this team. And even if they win gold, which we expect they will, which they are still the favorite. I think on Sunday, Coach Sherry reached the team secured first place in Group C. And they're going to the quarterfinal round, and they'll be facing Nigeria. And that should be an easy game for them. Nigeria's one of the lowest rate teams in the even with them being dominant, largely because of Breonna Stewart, largely because of Asia Wilson, both averaging 20.3 points a game. They've been holding it down. But Chelsea Gray and Diana Taurasi, the two guards, have been horrific. And that's putting it mild. They have been horrific. And that's putting it mild. When we look at the stats, Gray and Taurasi scored 4 points as starting guards, 2 of 12 on field goals, 0 for 7 on three-pointers. In the game against Germany, Gray played only 6 minutes, gave 2 assists, grabbed 2 rebounds, but was 0 for in scoring. Taurasi only played 6 minutes, only 1 assist, no points, and no rebounds. Right now, Diana Taurasi is just taking up airspace. And this is the problem. This is why it's so problematic. And this is why fans are starting to protest. This is why fans are continuously being vocal about how could you leave Caitlin Clark off of that. Fans online did not hesitate to express their opinions on Twitter. They said people said Caitlin Clark wasn't ready. One fan wrote, he said, "Gee, I wonder if there's someone who could have helped that situation." When you have 2 players that only scored 2 points, 2 for 12, they said that Caitlin wasn't ready. She could have handled the physicality of the defense. No, maybe Diana Taurasi, maybe Chelsea Gray wasn't ready. You cannot tell me that Caitlin Clark couldn't have done better than what we're seeing from the guards on Team USA. Now, don't get it twisted. It's still time for them to pull it together. It's still time for them to make a change and make a difference and stop just going on a free trip to France and taking up airspace. It's still time. But as of right now, there's no reason, there's no way that Caitlin Clark should not have been a part of it. And the fans, the media in France, outside of France, across the world, see it. And guess what? We are really, really disappointed. And actually, this should pretty much somebody on the committee, somebody here should roll. I'm going to be honest with you. Somebody should get fired. Somebody should be replaced. By 28, somebody should be replaced. Somebody should be replaced. Steven, what's up, my brother? Steven, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, Steven. Thank you so much to my moderator. Thank you, Steve. If you don't mind, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. I thank you guys so much for coming through. Make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, brother. But somebody's head got to roll. You know, people started to bring up the All-Star game and say, hey, Caitlin didn't shoot well in the All-Star game. That was an All-Star game. That was an All-Star game. We all have couple of bad games. But I guarantee you this. If Caitlin Clark played in the Olympics, I'm telling you, listen to me, guys. If Caitlin Clark played in the Olympics, and they actually, and the problem would be, would the coaches put her in the game? Would the Reeves put Caitlin Clark in the game? And this is the question to that question, because that was a lot of questions that people are saying. She wouldn't have gotten playing time. But with the way that Taurasi and Chelsea Gray are playing, there's no doubt Caitlin would have gotten in the game. As a matter of fact, Reeves wouldn't have had a choice but to put Caitlin in the game. She would have a choice to do it. Right now, she's playing Smith. I think she's playing Smith at point guard. She has to put Caitlin in the game. And this is what a lot of us, a lot of the Clarkies, a lot of people are saying, a lot of the media is starting to say, they're saying, hey, you didn't have a reason not to put her on the team other than there's another agenda. And for Dawn Staley to now come out and say, yeah, we saw how she played now. She definitely wouldn't have made the team. That means that you made a mistake. And if you make a mistake, you got to pay for the mistake. It is what it is. He's like, it's hard to score when the USA team was playing Caitlin Clark 94 feet full court. It is. And she was happy getting everybody else involved. Almost broke the record. Was coming to see Sue Bird's assist record during the All-Star game. But it just shows, and I think it also shows this, though. I think in my closing, I think it also shows that there is starting to be a passing of the torch. It definitely has to come. I think it's coming. Now that Taurasi has had a fantastic career, but I think her time is up. Chelsea Gray has had a fantastic career. She may have a year or two left. I think it's time. The torch is passed. And I think the All-Star game is showing that. I think the Olympics is starting to show this, that you got to have guards that get up and down the court. You got to have guards that get up and down the court and that can score the basketball and that can run up and down the court. Let's not forget, Japan was hanging with the United States team until they got tired. It's just United States is winning these games based upon what? They have bigger players. They have deeper benches. But it's not the guard play. The one weakness that the United States has over everything is definitely the guard play. It's definitely the guard play. And that's where Caitlin Clark would have made the biggest improvement. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think. Are you still upset? Are you still boycotting? Are you still not watching the game? Is there any excuse for Caitlin Clark not to have made the Olympic team? If so, leave it in the comment section. I thank you guys so much for joining the King Joe Show. We'll see you a little bit later. Thank you so much. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. If you get a chance, go check out our merchandise. The link is on our description. But thank you guys so much. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.